Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is David Novak. I was graciously tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat in the New Year, New Me book tag for 2025, which was a tag created by Kevin Toll. I will put a link to Pat's version of the video and Kevin's original version of the tag. And then I will just plunge right into it. So there are 9 prompts, the final prompt being to tag others, and I will skip that. I also just watched Joshua Kribo's tag, and he said pretty much anybody that he would tag has already been tagged by Pat. That holds true for me as well. If they weren't, there are a couple of booktubers that I do follow who I would like to see do it, but they generally do not do tags. So, there's one possible exception to that. And so if I'll double check, and if you were not tagged by Pat, I'm going to put your channel into the description box, effectively tagging you. Let me let you see her a little better. I'm sure she would like that. I don't know if I can go down further. Ow, I know. So, prompt number 1. This is no good. Let's see. Well, there we go. That's better. Fears. What is one book from your 2025 reading goals that scares you? And I was going to say this one scared me. I made the plan to do it sometime mid-year last year. This is volume 1 of 2 volumes. There's 4 titles here, and there are 3 in the next volume. So 7 books totally. And I was a bit scared. I read Henry Adams's History of the United States last year. And to my surprise, this is not a scary read at all. We tend to be afraid of things that we don't know. Well, now that I know it, I realize it's not a scary book. So, second place will be the Dream of Red Mansions. And this is my targeted book for March of the Mammoths. We'll see if I do that. Number 2, Patience. What is the one book on your 2025 reading goals you want to start immediately? Well, this would have been a better tag to have done a week ago, perhaps, because I already did start it, and I finished it, actually, and that is B. Traven's Government. My plan is to read the entirety of his Jungle cycle, or Mahogany cycle. This is the second book in the series, which I have already started. In other videos, I've shown all 6. I think all of the titles in this Ivan R.D. edition bear Diego Rivera paintings or mural excerpts on the cover. So that is my one book that I was eager to start, and I did start, and not only that, I finished the first of 6. What book last year pushed you to reflect and or grow as a reader? That's a hard question to answer, in the sense that all of my books, I think, push me to grow as a reader. That's a whole project I've been on for a while, but one in particular, and I didn't pull it out, is a novel called Exit West, which I first heard about from James at Quaint and Curious Volumes, and the name of the author slips my mind. I will put that in the description box. But it was the first novel that I've read which includes, no, I take that back, the second, which includes an element of magic realism, a genre or a aspect of a novel that I have avoided. If I hear that that a novel contains that, I stay away from it. I did read earlier another one, Traitor's Niche, by Ismail Kadare, maybe, which I first heard about from Bookless Pete. I will also put that into the description box, and that also contained elements of magic realism. Prior to those two books, I have not read any of that. New Paths, number 4. What is one author you plan to try for the first time in 2025? Well, that is, pardon my butchery, Cao Xue Qin, something like that. And that, again, is this author. It won't be entirely new to me, but because it is translated by the Yangs, and I've read enough other stuff by them. They were great old-time translators for, you can see that there, for the Peking Foreign Language Press. Here it's Beijing. I bet in the older one it says Peking. We'll see. Let us see. Yeah, see, Peking. So, Peking, Beijing, it's the same place. Don't let me say Beiping. So, and I should say why it scares me. I've read at least one other big, sprawling Chinese novel. No, I've read that. I've read that. So, at least two, let's say. But what I've heard about this is that there is just so many characters that you have to keep track of. And in fact, this old edition has a nice little cheat sheet. Chief characters. So, look at that. So that will help. Anytime you read one of these Chinese novels with a whole multitude of characters, it is best to begin your own cheat sheet on a piece of paper or in a notebook, because you need to know not only the character's name, but all of the names that they go by, that sort of thing. So number 5, self-care. What is one book and or series that you revisit for comfort? That's not something that I generally do at all, but every once in a while something prompts me to seek a little solace in a book, and probably my easiest go-tos for that have been either the I Ching or the Discourses by Epictetus. I am a big fan of Stoic philosophy, and when it comes down to it, I think this man is probably my favorite. I know Marcus Aurelius is more popular, ever since Bill Clinton said that he was a big fan. Number 6, Forging Ahead. What is your favorite debut book or first book in a series that you read last year, and that I don't track that, so I don't know. It's not likely that I've read a debut book. It's possible, but I really don't track that kind of thing. Number 7, do you have a specific reading goal or challenge for the year ahead? Well, I've got several. I've talked about them in videos, but I mean, probably the main thing is just to try to be on target and be focused on those various goals or plans or aspirations that I have. One of those is to read a good deal of Chinese history, particularly ancient Chinese history, but I do plan to move ahead if I keep on task. So that is, I would say, the major thing, but trying to keep my nose in the book, so to speak. After last year's fiasco with Les Miserables, after that I just kind of fell apart reading-wise. So I'm hoping to avoid that kind of thing by restricting my focus a little bit and not choosing books from all over the place. So, number 8, breaking walls. Do you have a non-book related goal for 2025 that you wish to share? Well, I am not sure. Probably something akin to what Shelley Swearingen has been doing. I want to be mindful of sugar. I'm not going to go no sugar at all, but I would just like to be more mindful of when I intake sugar and to take less, possibly. So that is it. And then I may be tagging you in the discussion box. I mean, in the description box. Sorry, I'm not really on the ball tonight, but I just wanted to knock this one out because I've seen a few people do it and it's very fun. So thank you, Pat, for tagging me, and thank you, Kevin, for putting together this tag. I think somebody said that you were a very uncreative sort of person. I would say there is no evidence of that in this tag, and I hope we see more tags from you. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel.